All right, how's everybody doing? Kirk Fletcher here, playing a little guitar, having some fun, playing to the Mike Welch backing tracks. It's a lot of fun, just kind of getting my vibe going today, and just wanted to play a little guitar. I was actually thinking about something, I was thinking about what makes a great blues guitar player, or what makes a guitar player that I really, makes you take notice of them. What makes their playing stand out in your mind? The difference between an average guitar player, blues guitar player, and a really great one that stands out. And I kind of think that, listening, being a listener, it's almost just as important being a listener and absorbing all of these different influences and things and making them your own in a way. And the more you can do that, and the more you can have your own spin but still have a familiar thing going on, is one real way. I saw a clip on Instagram or something like that, and I saw the great Stevie Ray Vaughan playing verbatim, Eric Clapton's guitar solo. I forgot the song, but he was playing the solo note for note with the sound, the feel, every single thing, and I think of myself, in a way, doing that with so many different players and things like that, and trying to capture the essence of these players, almost more so than the notes, trying to capture the essence. How do they make you feel? How do they approach a note? How do they play vibrato? How do they phrase? And, because it's like, you don't have to necessarily play note for note like somebody, but capturing the essence of a player. And also, I feel that digging deeper and having, the more music that you learn, the more information. It's like, I always come up with this saying, I came up with this saying, like, when I get a record that I really like, it's like I eat the record. It's like I internalize the record. And I might not play note for note, or I might not even sit down and work out parts, but I try and capture the essence. And if you do this for long enough, you can really incorporate a lot of things into your bag of tricks, And I really think that's what it is. It's like collecting information, it's like Easter egg hunting. You just go and you pick up this thing. Maybe it's from a friend telling you about a record. Maybe it's from me doing these YouTube videos, and I'll mention a record or a lick or an idea. And, just for, 30 years, I've done that, so that's really, I'm just a product of all of the things in my life that I've experienced as far as music, life, and everything like that, so really it's important to whatever genre of music you play, and especially blues, to really embrace the music and really try and search out more obscure people. If you want any suggestions, you can just look at my videos, through this time that I've done all these YouTube videos, just to find things, to dig and find different ways of finding new things to play or do, or concepts and things like that. Because I really do feel the thing that makes players stand out is this thing that makes you go, wow, I feel this familiar thing in their playing, but I also feel that they've done their own spin on it. It's all the same with like songwriting too. You want a new song to almost remind you of something in a way that you've heard before, but it's slightly different. And that's the thing. You go, oh man, I wish I wrote that song or whatever, there's so many examples of that, I mean, and really, I think almost being able to do things in a really simplistic way, but still fresh, man, that's really genius. You know, that's really, I mean, it's one thing to do highly complicated music and come up with all of these different things, but if you can keep it simple and also keep it interesting, you know, I mean, that's pretty incredible too. It's just the other end of the, you know, other end to it, you know, a different side of it, you know, because there's beautiful complex music and there's also beautiful simple music. You know, I tend to go for more of my comfort zone is more, you know, simplistic playing music and everything. You know, I like it pretty simple. And yeah, that's just, you know, one of my things, you know, that I really thought about a lot. You know, it's really about, you know, really researching and finding more music, obscure music, and, you know, listening. I mean, because it's like you think of before you heard a certain record, you know, whatever that is, Are You Experienced or Live at the Regal or whatever it may be, you know, and then you think of after and how it affected you. So you need to just keep going with that. Keep going, keep finding these things and keep trying to find different records and videos and things like that to keep going, you know, so you can know more about, you know, different things. You know, it's like sometimes I'll play my Les Paul with the out of phase or something, and everybody will say, "Oh, sounds like Peter Green," you know, and maybe it does because I love Peter Green, but maybe I'm thinking of T-Bone Walker, or maybe I'm thinking of B.B. King, or maybe I'm thinking of, you know, uh, a lot of other players besides that. And I want you to know about these other references too, because it's cool. You know, it's sort of like collecting baseball cards. I remember that. Some of you. But yeah, just keep that in mind, you know, because it really is the difference between before you hear a record and after you hear a record. And after hearing the record, it influences, if it's a meaningful record, it influences how you think about music and inspiration and all these different things. So definitely keep that in mind and keep going and keep playing. And happy Friday, everybody. I'll see you soon. Take care.